Hello, everybody. I am live. I hope everybody is doing well. I hope everybody has been having fun. I'm just letting people know on the Facebook group that I'm live. That way, everybody can know we're live and everything is. So now that that's done, we can go back. I hope everybody is well. Today, we will be going over my finished pages for October. So I have the PDFs. First and foremost, so that way everybody knows that we did the thing. So everybody knows that we did this. Now this first one comes from Elegant Beauties. Now I put it in the plastics. When I'm done with these pictures, I usually put them in the Amazon plastic, so I can put them in my binder easier. Now this one comes from Elegant Beauties. So I took it out of the plastic so you could see that I started it with markers, but I don't remember which markers I started it. Then I finished it off with some gel pen and I think some Copics to finish it off. Hi, Kim T. How are you? This one comes from Elena Lazavia's Elegant Beauties, and I finished it on the 8th. So that's that. I had to dust off all my books today before I could go live because where they were, we got dust on them, so I had to clean that area where the books were. So I, of course, had to dust off all the pages and stuff on the covers. Yeah, I had some dust to deal with again today. You know how that goes. And for your information, I'm drinking Dunkin' Donuts coffee. Andrea might want to hide her wallet. Hi, Andrea. Oh, I like when she goes like, okay, so this is from Maria Budek. I think this comes from Hair Inspirations, is what I call that. Oh, you got Starbucks. Does that mean you buy bucks? You purchase stars, or they like bucks for stars? I know what it is. Your Starbucks coffee. I'm not as evil as Sammy is when she goes and tells people about all those lovely Etsy artists. I don't tell you about Etsy people. So think about that. Hi, Danielle. So this one comes from Hair Inspirations by Mariola Budek. And what happened was my marker ran dry. So then her skin ended up looking Hispanic, according to my mother. Believe it or not, this is red hair. So I put it in the plastic because then I can put them in the binder easier when I'm ready to put them away. Now, as some of you know, I didn't get nearly as much done this month because I went away because my mother for 2.5 weeks was having this foot, and they're still doing work in the house while we're here. So I want everybody to take that with a grain of salt. So the next book we got is Deborah Mueller's Bad Fairies. I did two in this book, I believe. This one. This other one. Oh, here is the other one. Yeah, it's nice when you have the PDFs. Those I only do for the PDFs. So this is from Bad Fairies by Deborah Mueller. We did this one live on stream, I believe. We used some gel pens and other things on that. And then we did this one I just finished just today. Is this one. I was going to do a background, but then I figured, backgrounds are a lot of work. Yes, Michelle is here. I thought you were live, Miss Michelle. I thought Miss Michelle was live. So we're doing my finished pictures. This is from Bad Fairies. So when I'm done showing the books, then I do this. I take the little things here. So then we do that. Bad Fairies. Hello, sexy Shara. The next one is Halloween, Color Your Fright by Mardel Rubio. Now, if my memory serves me correctly, we did these on stream. Yeah, we did these on stream. We did this one, I remember. This is a good book for this season. We did this one. Hi, Cindy Lee. Hi, Sexy Shara. Then we did this one too. We did this skin with gray, which I normally don't do gray skin. So what I do when I'm done with these is I put them in a little. I have to put these on a little piece of paper. So that way everything goes, or a little strip. This one I need a little strip or something to put them on. We did that. I know what to do. Hello, everybody. Oh, everybody's going to be like, uh-oh, about the baby Yoda. I think I know what I'm going to do with my sleeves. With my things. Hello, Purple. So, yes, the next book's coming up. So, the next one is Baby Yoda coloring book. Now with the Mandalorian season 2 started. I did this a little bit before it started. And I did Baby Yoda in a Christmas outfit with Marcus. Of course, you know, I'm not very good with other skin tones yet. So, doing him green was a bit of a challenge because I had to figure out which green to put him to do his skin tone. So, because, you know, Baby Yoda is really, really adorable. And I just love the Yoda. So, you know, I wanted to do this one and that one. So, you know, I like Baby Yoda a lot. Then we did this one. I believe this one is called The Colors of Fall. Oh, yeah, I didn't do this one on camera. This one I did off camera because I wanted something natural and I wanted something that would be seasonal. So I did this book. I like this book. As you can tell, I put all the little stickies when I'm done on a little sheet of paper. So that way I can reuse them and not throw them away. Yeah, I think I'm doing my monthly wrap up now, Robin. Now, I did all the regular portraits in this book already, so I'm now doing the bonus pages in this. So, and I don't think I ever did the first page in this. No, I never did the first page. So before I finish this book completely, I will do that book page last. I sometimes do that page last. So the picture we did from the bonus section is this. This is a bonus page from the book. This one is called Joyrider, and this is Joyrider, but this is a bonus picture in fairy portraits. Some of these books sometimes have bonus pages from the other books, so that one is there. Oh. Speak of cute witches. Andrea. This is the Cute Witches Grayscale. Now, we all remember we did this on camera with a lot of different markers. Andrea speaks of Cute Witches. See? So I like the way this one turned out. You know, I've seen so many different variations of this picture now. It's like not even funny. You do a picture that somebody else does a picture. It's like, boom, everybody wants to do a picture of this one. Next up, 101 Unique Mandalas. I did this one. I actually ran out of this color. I was supposed to do this color for this and this color for that, and then I messed up. So this was a mandala I did. I sometimes will do certain things in order and then I'll jump around. You know, sometimes you start a book in order and then you start jumping around in the book because you may not like it or you may want something else. So I did another picture. Did I do another picture? No, I did not do another picture. I thought I did another picture. You know, this is what happens with pictures. Sometimes you think you do it, then you don't do it. I love kinds of things. The coloring book for grown-ups. Now, I only did one picture of this, I think, because it was an old picture I had done, and I never finished it. This was an old picture that I started, and I don't remember if I did it with pencils or markers. I think I did this with pencils, and then I did the rest of them all the same with markers just to finish it. You know, sometimes these old anthology books are nice to go back to because they show you where you started. This was one of my earliest books, actually. I've done quite a few things in this book recently. Like not this month, but last month I did a whole lot. Like over the last few months, I've been doing a lot more in this book, I noticed. Just to, get some of the pictures done. And, it's a nice place to see where I was when I started and then, how you evolve with the color choices you use. So I think this book is kind of a nice book for me because I've colored a lot of different things in this book with a lot of with markers. And, this book, I think it may be out of print, Danielle. It may be out of print. You might, Danielle, one thing, if you want this book, you may have to go to Book Outlet or Book Depository, or you go to your bookstores, because I bought this at Barnes & Noble a long time ago. What you may have to do is go into the clearance bin and see if you can get it there, or somewhere like the discount stores like Target, the dollar store. Stores like that might have things like this. So that's where you can kind of get those old books, where you get those old things. Now, I have a rule that I must color every month. I had a rule for this book and the Queens of Poland. So now what I do every month I was supposed to color one picture every month in that book, and I did not color for the last 3 months. I didn't color the books. The last 2 months I didn't color a picture, and then this month. So that means a total of 3 months. So I colored 2 pictures from here, which I love this. I love my hardcovers. So I did this one. Now I don't typically use colored pencils on this, and I think what did I use for this one? Polychromos Prismas, and I probably used Pablos. I'm not entirely sure. This one too I did. I love this book. I think this book is fabulous. And it's a nice book to practice pencil work, guys. If you need a book to practice pencil work, this book is absolutely great to practice hair, skin tones. And it's just a really nice book to color. Plus, she gives you a little bit of background on what she does. So those were the 2 pictures in Slavic Beauties. Now, this one, we did a color and chat. Now, I filmed this one before I went away. The 2 color and chat videos that you got. Remember, guys, this was an on-camera color and chat book. So I think, what was it, an hour and 10 minutes, 2 videos that we did in total? Or close to it. So we did this one with many different pencils. Thank you very much, Robin. Thrift books. I didn't even think about thrift books. So thank you, Robin, for that. The coloring book for grown-ups has a lot of different things in it. So you see, this one I did with lots of colors, and this is the second one. But then, I sometimes switch around, but sometimes I'll be like, well, do I really want to color this, or do I want to color that, And next month we're doing Crayolas. So I do have 3 books that are works in progress, so you'll see that come along. This book is just stunningly beautiful. So I want you guys to be aware that this book was pricey to get. You can still get this book on Etsy via Cool Craft Book, and I think maybe some of these books, and now I think Living in Tokyo. That's good to know. I did not color in a lot of my new books yet, so I did not color in any of my new books yet. So we did that one. So that one came out. So when I'm done with them, I put the little slips. After they get filmed, I take the slips out. So I have little stickies that, these little tabs are really good, but they're very, very pricey to get tabs. So that's why I try to move them out if I can help it. Next few. I didn't color in as many books as I did the last few months, so take that with the yay. Smaller books, less books. Now I did 2 pictures in the 50 Beautiful Mandalas. I'm trying to do this book in order. So this was the three colors challenge. So what it was is green, yellow, and orange. So I did that. I like this one. I'm trying to do these in order in this book. Sometimes I skip around in the book, but I'm trying to do this book in order. This one I did with gel pen and marker, and look how shiny it came out. A lot of you guys can't see that. This was done with markers, and I think this was maybe Pentel Sparkle Pop because you guys see how bright it is. So I like doing gel pens when I get the chance to do that. I still have all these to do. I like this because it's little, it's small. It's not a lot of work when you do them in down. Kawaii girl fashion, the cutesy stuff. Now I like this book when I don't want to do a lot of detail work and I just want something for fun. I did this one. Now I could have done a background, of course, but I chose not to do a background. Now backgrounds are fun to do, but sometimes it's just like sometimes I'm like I just don't want to do a background, and I do this book when I just want to have fun. Not a lot of background in it, so that's really nice. So sometimes I'm trying to fill in the gaps. I think I've done the first 5 pages in order. Yeah, the first 5 pages are done already in this. So this is what I did. So sometimes I'll skip around, or sometimes I'll be like, oh, what's in this book? What's in this book? What can I color? And these pictures are not really difficult. It just depends on how much work you want to put into them. That's all I'm saying about Kawaii girl fashion. Blackpink. Now, who knows what Blackpink is? Blackpink is a Korean pop singer group. Now, some of you guys may not know it, so I got this book after I'd seen somebody else with it, so I did this. I like this picture in it. This is another book that I'll sometimes bounce around, but ultimately, sometimes I go in there and I'll be like, okay, what can I do to color it? You see these pictures, and her hair doesn't really look like this in real life, so I just thought the red hair would be nice to do. Everything came out really nice, the markers. But once my Copic didn't dry out on me, so I was really happy about that. Elegant Faces by Kiko. Grayscale. And as you can tell, I've done a lot of this book. I did this earlier in the month, but I kept it so I didn't have anything to post to Instagram. So sometimes I'll save pictures and we'll post them for a while onto Instagram. Sometimes I post twice already, and I try not to post more than necessary. So I did this one with the little blonde girl. I did pink, and I did like darker pink to do it. So and then as you can tell, I used some gel pen. I just can't really tell the gel pen, but a little gel pen here too. So it would be fun just to do something with pink, yellow. So that would be a nice little fun thing to color. PinkleBelle. Now this one is anime by PinkleBelle, and I wanted to do purple hair. In this book, I get to play with the hair color. Like I get to do insane things with the hair. I like doing different things with the hair. These little pandas I got from somebody else's. I think I got them from, who gave these to me? Enabler's Outpost. They were in one of the pen packages I got, so I like them. They came in handy. Michelle, I think you're going to really, really like Fairy Touch of Magic. And you know what's funny, Michelle? We can buddy color in that book together. Yep. I like this very cute book. This book has some really cute anime stuff in it. Whole scenes coloring book. This is illustrated by Anastasia Bumnoya. Now, when I did this, I didn't realize there was a cat challenge. There was a Cattober challenge, so I didn't realize that you could use this one until someone said something in the live. Remember, we did this in a live, so I thought this was just too cute of a picture to pass up. That's cute. I thought that was really cute. I don't even know how many books I did this month. Magical Beauties coloring book. I didn't do as many this month as I normally would do, which sometimes is not a bad thing. So there are like, I think 1, 2, 3, 4 books that I have works in progress. So those will be at the very end. So then Magical Beauties coloring book. Now a lot of you like this book because remember we did this online, and I did this. This was a darker skin girl. So you know, guys, normally I don't do darker skin girls. We did this during a live stream. If you remember, we did this with Copic markers for skin. I really liked the skin because it just was so much fun to do something different with the skin. Well, remember also, Robin, that I had to take, because we were getting the new floor put in, guys. Remember that. I had to spend I spent a few days, about a week or two, just preparing just to move things up and down my stairs and taking things from my mother's downstairs and putting them up, stuff in the loft. So volume-wise, I had to do all that stuff, get that stuff ready. And then, you know, we had to, I didn't do a normal month this month, guys, so keep that in mind. I didn't do a normal month. So this one was really popular. A lot of you like this one under. So my issue was construction-wise because I had to take everything up that my mother made me take up. I had to put stuff in the closet. I had to put stuff in my little room. I had to put stuff in the back. Then there's stuff still on the floor here, Robin. No, it's not back the way me and my mother like. I have my mother's photo stuff over in this little alcove. And that's where that's staying for now, the photos. So we'll see what's going to happen. You know, things will stay up here and things will go. Yeah, the floor turned out beautiful. It's really, really nice. Would you guys like to see what the new floor looks like? I think I could do that if I. Let me show you guys what the floor looks like. Look at this white oak. I'm going to see if I can extend this thing down there. See that floor downstairs? That's the new floor. If you look at the old videos, you can see that. See my house by now. Sorry, guys, you caught me in like a moment where I just came off of, you know, I was eating lunch before, so that's what the floor looks like. They're still working on doing like the final touch-up and things, and then when they're gone, I can, you know, I have to sweep this room up again, and I have to dust everything off that was in the main room. Like everything that was in this main area has to be dusted. I have to sweep. Once I move all the big stuff off the floor, I'm finally going to be able to sweep, Swiffer it, you know, and get it done, and then it won't be so dusty up here. But it is a little dusty up here, to tell you the truth. Oh, I did watch Mandalorian yesterday. I just wish they would release all the episodes at once instead of us having to wait week after week for the episodes. I don't like waiting. So that one was that one. Fairies 3 by Krystna Karron. So that was the floor. That got done. I think we did this one on stream. I think we used pencil too to do some of the leaves, to make the leaves look a different color. Yeah, I'm glad it's done too. So we did markers and pencil work on this one. I didn't use a brown on this one. You know, I admire people who have the patience to do it, but you know, sometimes you're like, I don't want to do My background is just, we do that. Evlyn, Liza. Fiercely gorgeous. I did a lot, but I didn't do a whole lot of things off camera. Now, you guys may have seen this on Instagram. This picture, when I took it, came off awfully shiny in my camera. I do not know why it came off so shiny, but it did. So that was the only picture I did from Evlyn Liza this month. There's a work in progress. Color in Heaven, Fairies Companion, and I did not get the new Color in Heaven magazine yet. It's on its way. It's not here yet. Those people that got it live in the UK. That's why they get it first. This is by Lindsay Archer. And I did this. And what happened was when I was doing this, some of the gel pens spilled out. So I decided to make it into little dots. So that way it wouldn't look so bad. Like she cut her foot. That's what I'm saying. She cut her foot. So that's what I did to see. Sometimes a mess up can allow you to have some really interesting results. Zodiac special. Zodiac special. Now these two we did on live stream. We did this one. I really like these pictures. This has a couple of illustrators in it. Did this one with Marcus, and we did this one on string. So we did that one. Now the Color in Heaven magazines, I have a subscription to them. And that's how I'm able to do it. So the Fairies Compendium, I have to buy separate from the magazine subscription. Okay, I did that one. Okay. This one I did with the, see? This one is called Pumpkin Spice and Everything. This one is called Pumpkin Spice and Everything Nice Coloring Book. This is by Color in Faith. Now, Color in Faith has a whole bunch of coloring books, guys. If you're looking for coloring book that isn't offensive, something that promotes good-naturedness, and or if you're a Christian or if you're very religious, Color in Faith has a whole line of coloring books. This one I got because it was very cool-like. So this one we did. I did this actually, believe it or not. I took this book. I took this book on vacation with me. I took Daydreams on vacation with me, and I took World Within Worlds. And I did this all with Crayola colored pencils, believe it or not. And the other one we finished was this one, a campfire, which I thought was really nice. I liked the way it came out. And yes, this book is perforated. There was another picture I did start, but I didn't finish it. It's this one, the pumpkin patch one. There's a couple of pictures in here that I keep starting pictures and I never finish them. And I was really happy to finish two while I was on vacation because it made me feel good. Now, it made me feel like I did this. Then I started this one with Crayola colored pencils. So we did this with Crayola pencils. So just because it's a budget-friendly pencil does not mean you can't do beautiful work. So I want you guys to keep that in mind when you're doing work. You don't need to spend a whole lot of money on pencils to do beautiful work. And we all know what next month is going to be. Next month is Crayola month. I mean, then we'll do some Crayola stuff, but we'll also do other things. Rose windows. I thought I had dusted this off. Rose windows. Yeah, I really, really like the pictures in Pumpkin Spice and Everything Nice. And I got that book a few years ago. And then, I start coloring and then I stop and then I start again and then I stop and then I start again. So this way I knew while I was on vacation, the 3 books that I took with me would be important for me because, I wanted something other than people to color. I love coloring people, but the thing is, do I really want to carry a bunch of markers? my whole world was, no, I don't want to carry a whole bunch of markers with me on vacation. So I picked the Crayolas because, number one, they're not expensive, and if I lose them, they're very easy to replace the Crayola colored pencils, and I'm not going to cry if I lose one or two of them, you know? So we did this one. You know, if not for Michelle and a bunch of other people who enabled this book. Yes, Michelle. I'm talking to you, Michelle. I colored this book. And then I colored this one recently. A lot of you saw this on Instagram. I wanted to do something other than yellow and orange. And, you know, everybody colors the sun the same way. I wanted to try and do something a little bit different. You know, I like to color different things differently. I don't have Crayola Twistable crayons. Believe it or not, I have Crayola crayons and Crayola colored pencils. So that's what I have. This is called Vintage Model Adult Coloring Book. And we did this one. This hasn't even been posted yet, guys. Keep that in mind. This has not been posted yet on Instagram. So take. See? Now we got a whole bunch of things we can use for the books. See, I got all the little stickies. Okay, so I have to blame Jess for that. Okay, I'll remember that. So we have a lot of pretty little things in here. Like some of these books are really fun to color. Now this is the book I'm trying to finish this year. Now this book I don't have a whole lot of pictures left in, but I got it last year or the year before. I don't remember when I got it, but I've had it for a little while. So I don't have many pics left in this book. So here's the first one. Because it messed up on the skin. The marker dried up on me on the skin. So, you know, that's bad. This is one that's a whip. This is a whip. Then there's this one that I recently did too. This one I think went up today. I did post this one today. So I think, what do I have left in this book? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7 left in this book. I only have 7 pictures left to do in this book, so I'm looking forward to finishing it. I am not keeping it, even though it is one of my favorite books to color, and I'm not keeping it because I just don't have the room to keep every book. You know, like the Linda Raymond-Crofts, the hardcovers, I'll keep those when I'm done with them, but not every book is going to be kept. Like the PDFs I keep too because I have them in a binder. So that's how I keep them, because they're in a binder. This is 100 coloring by Demeter Victoria. I've done like I think 2 or 3 in this book. Could be wrong, but this is the picture we did. Did this with markers. If you can tell, I started it and then I finished it back. Really, that's a nice book, Rose Windows. I like the pictures in that a lot. That's a nice book to color. So I did that one. Now, a lot of you saw this on, when did I come home? Thursday night? Yeah, Thursday night I showed this book, and look, already I colored a picture in it. This is because the marker I used for this dried out on me. So this comes from the Fashion Through the Ages coloring book from Color It. So it's the first one I did, so I guess it counts for Color Your Hoard too. This is the very first picture in the book. And the nice thing about the Color It books is, if you want, guys, you can tear them out, because this book has perforated, so that's nice. That's a good thing to finish the book. Like some books I might keep, some books I will not keep. Then the last finished page book, Daydreams. I also took this one on vacation with me. So this is the page that we finished, and somehow it got this little red streak on it. You know what I mean? See, this is the first page, but I don't like double page spreads. I really don't like doing them, but since I was on vacation, I had, and all I did was Crayola. This was all done with Crayola colored pencils, guys. So keep that in mind when you do that. And then I think, which page did I start? Then I started doing some work in other pages, like I did this. Oh, we also did this one. This was another one we finished. I don't know why this was not bookmarked, but it should have been bookmarked. I did this one, finished this one. I can't remember what color I was coloring the bunny, believe it or not. I have to figure out what color that is. Some of these I did a long time ago. Then I started doing this page and this page simultaneously with Crayolas. Started doing these two pages with Crayolas, so I'll figure out what I'm doing with that. These with the books. That was with the books I took on vacation. A lot less, I tell you, than what was before. Oh, now we're getting to the whips of the month. We'll get into the whips. These are the whips. Oh, these are the whips. These are the whips, and these are in progress. We did a very small, I guess I'm going to have to color something in name. So here we go. We are doing this one right now. This is with some gel pens and some markers. This is called Beautiful Mandalas. No, Magical Mandalas by Evlyn Liza. And as you can see, I have the blotter page that I borrowed from the Color It book. So I did that with markers and gel pens. Now, everybody knows this one. This is Cute and Creepy Coloring Book by Kameliya. So, as you know, guys, I started this on stream but never finished it. Don't worry, we will finish this and we will do this background. We will finish the background on this probably next month. And then we have this one too. So I'm going to match the backgrounds. Remember that. Keep that in mind. I'm going to match the backgrounds to make it look good. So that's what we did with the Kameliya. Then there's Mythographic Paradise. Now, I was doing this one on and off. I think I was doing this one like, let's say we finish a stream and then someone wanted to ask me, well, how do you do intricate pieces? So remember, guys, we were doing this one on stream because someone wanted to know how you do intricate pieces. So remember this? Yeah, this is the one that we're doing off stream, on stream when things, if I ran out of things to do. So this was Paradise by Fabiana Atanasio. This one is still a work in progress, so this is what we do when we're not done. Aren't they cute? And then we do the curvy page. I may do some of this today because I think we're going to have to color some of this today. So this is a Crayola. This is the Crayola. Yeah, believe it or not, I did all of this part so far with Crayolas. And then we did this part. And this is all done with Crayolas, believe it or not. Yeah. Yeah, we did this with Crayolas. Oh. That wasn't supposed to happen. So that was done with Crayolas, believe it or not. So when I do a Kirby picture, I brought this one on vacation with me too. So I did this with Crayolas. I didn't do this with no Pablo's, you know. So that one I did. Yeah, that was a lot of pictures, but it wasn't as bad as people think it was. What should we color? What shall we color? Sally Berry, Halloween coloring books. What shall we color now? Sally Berry Halloween coloring book for adults. Grayscale coloring book, Kawaii horror. Fantastic Beauties book 3. Creepy but cute. You have choices, everybody? Come on, guys, give me an opinion. I'll choose something at random. What shall we color? I'm thinking, what would you like to? Yeah, I know it hurt. They're awesome. Remember, these all have not been colored in either, so they're fresh books. Fresh books to color from. I took this off the desk because this was what I was using earlier. So I have a bunch of markers in the room. Jade Summer, Sally Berry. I got 2 for Halloween. I do have a picture selected though for Halloween. Did select the picture. Maybe we could do both. And then I did have one selected in Halloween, but seems like me, so you know I love Jade Summer too. I had another thing for the. I was looking for the other blotter page. Everybody that's Sally Berry. I would have not even gotten it had I not seen it on a few other people's channel. You know that, right, guys? Sometimes you guys enable me. That's because you don't watch Anne's channel. Don't live vicariously through me. Please don't do that. Don't say that you're living vicariously through me, because then I feel bad. That's okay. We started off with finished pages. We just finished showing all the finished pages. So now we're coloring in Jade Summer Kawaii Horror because I still have some time left to do it. So we are going to be coloring the Baked Clay E99 as the hair. That's the hair I've chosen to do. We have our blotter page. These are my Copics. I can make the moon red. That's what I should do. I should make the moon red. Make it a blood moon. Well, if it makes you feel any better, Miss Ann caused me to buy 2 new paintings from GBFK after I saw her video today. So does that make you feel a little bit better? And GBFK has very reasonable prices on their paintings. No, Miss Michelle, it is not my fault that you feel that I have enabled you because there are many people who do many more diamond paintings than I do. But you see how nice Grayscale is to do? It's so much fun to do Grayscale. You shouldn't be intimidated to do Grayscale. Shake your body, shake your body, shake mama, shake the mama. Why do I always get these weird things in the middle of the... I have a New Yorker accent. You know, it's funny because sometimes when you go to other parts of the country, you don't think you have an accent, but then you're like, oh yeah, you do have an accent because other parts of the country will recognize it and say things like, oh, I knew where you were from just by the way you spoke, the way you pronounce your R's or your S's or your U's or some kind of vowel. Saffron red, R05. Then we get like this. Yeah, my niece is dressed up really funny. They dressed up the baby as a little flower, and they dressed up the 2-year-old. Well, now she's 3, I think. They dressed up Hazel as a fairy princess. She has a little wand, and on the Instagram account today, she's like, I can make you disappear. That's my magical power. I can make monsters disappear. I thought that was really cute. I always like doing red moons with whatever. What do you like doing more, Miss Robin? I just want to know what you like doing better. Rounds or squares? Because I tend to seem to like to do rounds more than I like to do squares. I'm more of a slower painter and I don't like multi places. That's just me personally. You can tell I did the round. But I'm a slower painter. What color should we do her outfit, guys? Thinking blue or I'm thinking blue, orange, or green. Like a dark blue. So, or we could go light blue. Pink. Because purple's going to be the background. We know we're doing purple background. Not really a fan of yellow. This month I did a lot less pictures. You notice that, guys? I did a lot less. I prefer round, to tell you the truth. I started doing some rounds because I had been doing squares for a while, but once I started doing rounds, I actually found that I like rounds a lot better than squares, even though the majority of what I own is square paintings. Because I order from the big companies. And I ordered, thanks to Miss Ann, and I saw one of her paintings today that she ordered, and I'm like, and a lot of people have been ordering from this company, and I don't own a single painting from them, which I just ordered from them, GBFKE. Some of you know the company. I keep seeing really pretty canvases from them, so I'm like, you know what? Let me see what they have. Sure enough, they have some really beautiful canvases. And this one's not working anymore, so light blue. This is light. This is Coral Sea. It's blue-green. Yeah, I'll work a square. Doesn't matter to me. I'll work a square around if I really like the image. A lot of my snack size ones are turning out to be round. But the bigger ones, like the big ones from the bigger companies, are turning out to be square. So I guess it all depends on who makes the canvas. If I like the image, I'll work a square. It doesn't matter to me. This is R56. This is called Karron. Now, this is like a reddish brown, and a lot of people don't use this color a lot, but I will use it. Like a reddish brown with a little bit of a purple in it. That's nice, Robin. That's really nice. I also tell people start small. But of course, I mean, Michelle, start with a medium canvas. So who are you going to get your second canvas from, Miss Michelle? Now that you're almost done with the fairy and the tiger. I don't know, Spiral. Why did that get so wet? Oh no. Anybody know what to do on this? Done, guys. When this happens, this is not supposed to happen. I don't know why that happened, but all of a sudden my Copic started leaking. Ah, don't know why that happened. Hi, Tamara. I don't know why that happened with the Copic that started leaking like that. So I had to do something to stop the leak. So that does happen on occasion, but it's rare. It's really rare that that happens with the Copic. BG turning 3. I haven't seen that happen in a while. Don't worry, I'll have to fix that when we go over the skin tone. No, we can just I can just fix that one. I go over the skin tone. I'll just mix it in with the skin tone. What is the color of this? BG23. I am looking for my refill. Some refills are in here. Some refills are not in there. So I'm looking for my refills. They might have bagged somewhere here. Now don't look at me like that. I have all my refills in different. It doesn't happen very often, but it does happen. So just saying that sometimes these things happen. And they changed around the way the refills look too. Like they used to look like this. This is the old refill Tamara. Now the Copic refills, they look like this now. I like I like the old style a little bit better because it holds more. But the new style fits in with my marker container. So some way the way they fit looks different. Keep that in mind, guys, though, when you're buying the refills for your stuff. You want to be able to find your stuff easily. Yeah, these are the new ones. This is what the new ones look like. These are the old refills. So, kind of, some people would say, well, Grace has been the guinea pig for this. I'm just refilling it, guys. The new ones are a little easier to do the drip method with. I'll tell you right now, the new refills are easier to do the drip method on. The old ones are better to do the flat method. So I've made a list of everything that I need for the new ones. So now that I ordered them online, the refills, I'm ordering them. A little bit gray. Gray. I have many different markers from many different sets, so I don't just use one thing. A27. Thinking, no, I need something darker than that. I need a real dark one. Caribe Cocoa. That's not dark enough. Hi, Tamara. So this is E18. Now, where are my gel pen? I had a gel pen here that I wanted to use. This is a Pentel Sparkle Pop. Nice little greens there. Comes out looking blue, but it's green. That's a nice book. Bella Fritter. You know, there's some books that are really nice that I don't have, but you know, they're not for me. You know, after a while, you start learning what you like, what you don't like. You know, I like coloring fairies, unicorns, things like that. You know, that's what I like to color. That's what I know I like to color, you know. So it's different when you go into something not knowing what you like to color. BG23. Very nice. Who pre-ordered the English version of the next Maria Trolle book? This is green gray. This is a Cali art. Yes, I have some Cali arts left. Mostly darker colors, but that's okay, Michelle. Thank you for coming. You can always catch the rest of this later on in the replay. And I guess this will be counted in the November pictures. Starting November, tomorrow probably won't go on, but would you guys like me to finish that Kirby picture with the Crayola pencils on Monday when we start Crayola November? Or would you like me to move on to another picture? I know, guys, I do not have, and I will repeat this very nicely, I do not have super tips, so keep that in mind. So this is copper E18. Okay, we'll finish the Water Dragon by Kirby. Okay. I'm getting a lot of people who want to see that done. Because I started that on vacation, didn't finish it. But I had brought other books with me because I didn't want to get bored just of one book. I tell you guys, having this computer bag, I bought this computer bag and it really has like a tremendous amount of pockets. So I was able to, you know, put the stuff in there. I even took a set of skin tone pencils. Like I made a little skin tone set of pencils that I use a lot when I do skin tone, just in case if I had to do people or anything that related to skin tone, I would have it if something came up with people. So a lot of you like to see the me finish the Water Dragon. Okay. I think we'll continue doing that with the Kirby book because I already started the picture with Crayola pencils. Might as well continue doing it with pencils because then, you know, you guys didn't get to see the start of it, but you guys got to see what I did with the pencil. So Bougainville. Prismacolor white. Sometimes I use a pencil, sometimes I use a pen. But when you're going into lighter books or the books with less better paper, spectrum green. So there you get the green eyes, and that's spectrum green, which is GO2. Turquoise green. This is turquoise green. Remember, guys, I have a whole other set of markers over here. The new 168 markers I got. It's the same brand as before because they were on a good deal on Prime Day. Fashion. Oh. So then we got E53 raw silk. think my mother's trying to finally get up soon. So then you get that done. That is like really nice. What I like about this Grayscale, these books are freaking fantastic. The Jade Summer Grayscale books are really nice for people who don't feel comfortable with doing advanced Grayscale, but it also gets you comfortable. Like, I think they're good. I highly recommend the Jade Summer Grayscale books because they're a good way to get into Grayscale for a lot of people. That way, when you do somebody who's a little bit more advanced, like a Bennett Klein, anybody else who does Grayscale, you're like pretty much not afraid like Nikki Burnett. Some fantastic. She has some fantastic Grayscale. I wish she would do more Grayscale. She does a lot of line art. You know, depending on what I'm in the mood, I'll do Grayscale. But now you see how it's all coming together. Very good. It's all erasing. Lana Lazavia does Grayscale. Bennett Klein. Molly Harrison does Grayscale. Selena Finette does Grayscale. Micah Jelena does some Grayscale too. Then there are people like Demita Victoria who do Grayscale. Grayscale has does light Grayscale, by the way, not full on Grayscale, but light Grayscale. Everyone Liza's done some books. Now you see as the thing, like when it comes down really, really dark, but sometimes when it pops like really bright. Purple, but I didn't tell you which purple I was going to do. Demita Victoria has some really nice Grayscale. I think it's a good way for people to learn how to do it. Ash Lavender V22. I guess this can count for Follow Your Horde since this is the first picture I'm doing in this book. Selena Bonek has really good dark grayscale. Some people say, well, I don't like grayscale because sometimes it's too dark. You know, here's the thing: when you have really, really dark grayscale, I wouldn't recommend starting with a dark grayscale, personally, because it turns you off. What I would recommend is doing somebody like Jade Summer, Alana Lavavia, Bennett Klein as your first grayscale. Because then, you know, you get comfortable with the way that the grayscale is supposed to work. Now, some people ask me, what's better, pencil and grayscale or marker? Well, for me personally, I like the way marker works better on grayscale, but that's me personally. Like these books, I can use marker, but let's say I do a book in like something like Slavic Beauties or Queens of Poland. That paper is different than this paper, and I can still do grayscale and pencil with colored pencils in that book because the paper is more made for colored pencil. So you see how the purple all works around. Isn't she cute? I love. See, when this book first came out, it came out in line art, but I didn't want it in line art. I wanted it in grayscale, so I waited to get it in grayscale because I just like some of my books I got originally in line art. Then they started doing the books in grayscale. Now they recently have decided to no longer sell the Kawaii Girls book, the grayscale one. They're not. They are discontinuing some of the Jade Summer books. Like when I heard they're going to reprint them with better paper or better images. I don't know the reason why they're cutting off the thing. Well, it is starting to get a little dark out. So that is a good thing. Of course, it's going to. Not really, because it's starting to get dark. What is it, like 5:17 where I am? I don't know what time it is by you, but you know, people are doing trick or treating very differently this year than in previous years. So now we have done something in Kawaii. Oh, yeah, the Jane Summer people are being weird about the books lately. I don't know what that's about. No one will say we should the thing bled on me, but that's very weird that that happened with that marker. I don't know why it bled like that. Normally it doesn't bleed like that. So this is the picture that we have done today. So you see that when you put down the marker and it's not dry, be sure that your marker is not dry. That you can get a nice picture with grayscale. So then we'll see how much wetness came. You see how much wetness came in this? Wow, a lot of wetness. And you can see the outline of the thing. It's a little wet. So this is how you can tell a juicy marker. You can see the outline of it. me. Of the thing. So you want to keep a blotter height page so you protect the next page. So the next page is already protected. I really like things like this. And then we did use a little gel pen here and there. That's just to give it a little bit of an accent. You should use gel pens. Like some pictures I use a lot of my gel pens, and then some I don't use. Like stuff that's glittery, I use that for little accents, like little jewelries here and there, like gems and stuff. I never learned how to do gems the pencil way. Like I tried doing it with the pencil, the white Posca, and all that other stuff, and that just stuff did not work for me. But everybody's going to be different with their methods, so as you can see, a nice purple background. I hope you guys have liked this video. I hope everybody does well. And I want to say to everybody, I'll be back on Monday. So happy coloring, everybody. Bye.